One rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
I survived the Everwar for 90 months in Galactic Civilizations IV. The Everwar is a fabled conflict that can break out between every single civilization in the galaxy, all at the same time. And let me tell you, it is a very, very dicey situation for any civilization to find themselves in. I set myself the challenge of surviving for 90 long months against genius-level AI empires. Was that really possible? And if it was, what would it cost me? In this video, we're going to find out. But before we go any further, I need to say a massive thank you to Stardock for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to get your hand on their new game, Galactic Civilizations IV Supernova, then click the link down in the description below. And so, without any further ado, let me introduce the Arcean Republic, are the civilization we will be using today to try and survive the Everwar. This race can trace its history back out of game all the way to Galactic Civilizations I. They were one of the first races the humans shared the technology of hyperdrive with. The Arcean Republic are famous for their commitment to neutrality, which we'll definitely not be keeping up with today because, well, we're going to be in the Everwar. This was a trait that was almost fatal to them in the past, hence why we're dropping it now. Liberated by the Terran Alliance, they strive to rebuild our Republic, vowing never again to be subjugated. Our population are loyal. That's going to help us with making everyone happier because we'll get +10 loyalty on all of our leaders. We also get an extra culture point whenever a leader is assigned to a command ship, and we are going to assign quite a few leaders to command ships in the defense of our civilization. We're also vigilant. Star bases will have a larger area of effect. This will make defense much easier, though it's still going to be a challenge. Enemy ships will be slowed, and player ships, that's ours, will gain an attack bonus while in the area of any starbase. We also get access to technologies that will increase our movement speed even further. When it comes to our cultural heritage, we are traditionalists. Our philosophy is all about continuity, emphasizing the importance of customs, practices, and institutions. I say that's great as long as we stay alive. Last but not least, we are of course carbon-based. That means we're basically like the rest of the normie empires out there in the galaxy. We use water and hydrocarbons as the basis of our chemistry. When it comes to our Arcean citizens, their stoic nature makes them unlikely to be ideological. Instead, they revere the military, thank goodness, and our soldiers will gain additional approval and never, ever be pacifist. When it comes to customization of the Arcean Republic, never broken, ever vigilant, we're going to go for militant to increase our starting control, courageous, granting us an extra 30% resistance to cultural influence, and veteran. All of our ships will get a 40% experience bonus, which modifies how fast they will gain additional experience and get better at fighting. And our ship style, by the way, looks absolutely beautiful. To balance these bonuses, I've had to go with deceptive -2. We are very bad liars. And to be honest, we don't really intend to do much diplomacy anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to stack this galaxy absolutely full of genius AI. We're also going to go with some of my favorite pre-made civilizations, because honestly I can't play a game in the Everwar without having to fight the Drengen, the Terrans, and the Taurians. Here is our homeworld, the noble and massive size 28 world of Arcea. Zooming out to look at our galactic position, we are very central here. There's lots of stars around us. This is going to be a real tough one. I'm going to use my initial colony ship to grab Hammer. That is the first world the Arceans, our noble people, get to step foot on once again. It seems on Hammer we found a local species of marsupial that can help aid us in survival. On this planet, some of our colonists have been capturing and taming a species of these marsupials and using them to hop around because conventional ground vehicles have been not that great. Apparently, animal rights activists are complaining. We're going to launch a campaign to convince all of our citizens these beasts are well treated.
Are we the baddies?
We found a Class 1 world, which is tiny, but it's very close to Arcea. That's going to be a great prize to pick up. The only issue is our colony ships, these backbone class ships, are simply not fast enough. We're going to add an unshielded thruster. That's going to make them go much faster. These experimental colony ships do take quite a bit longer to build than our regular colony ships, but it will be worth it. I'm going to place our capital city here in the mountains and then start trying to place additional bits and pieces. We'll get an industrial center up and running, and then I'll add in a couple of extra manufacturing districts. We'll even rush that to get everything going just that little bit faster. On the other side of things, we'll put a capital mainframe down to boost our research. Hopefully that'll all go well. There comes our colony ship. We'll go and grab Mind Dragon. Given we know the Everwar is coming, getting armed shuttle technology and 2 free warships seems like, at this point, a bit of a no-brainer. That is a size 23 world near our capital as well. We need that. We need that immediately. Here are our first ships. We're going to send one to defend the capital, and the other is going to patrol the edge of our solar system. Hopefully war won't come to us too soon. We're building up a little industrial zone here south of the capital. I've already built my industrial center. We're now adding in a manufacturing district and a planetary generator. Together that should provide us quite a few bonuses. Actually, the planetary generator would be much better over here, so I'm going to move it there. That is thanks to the vapor mines here that are giving us a +3 manufacturing boost, which at 5% per level is quite a boost. The sacred history of the Arceans will never be forgotten, and that's why we're going to go down this traditionalism route, at least to start with. Sacred history allows us to build the Hall of Tradition. That does require a little Promethean, but we'll get +1 technology and +1 culture points per turn once we slap that bad boy down somewhere. Well, we found the Earth. This is the Sol system. Here's Earth, Mars, Artemis, all inhabited. Yeah, let's get out of there quickly. And research Starbase modules so we can get those free constructors. That's going to be very important. No, Mind Dragon was taken, damn it. The humans have taken Mind Dragon 2, quite a nice colony actually. In the Shable system, we found something interesting. On Shable 1, as our colonists have gone to inhabit it, we found some sentient pod-like creatures. These pods bond with other sentient life. Those who are bonded by these pods then experience heightened intelligence, but display an alarming lack of morality. I reckon we might need these pods. In order to keep our civilization alive. Let's introduce our people to them. I'm going to throw down a recruiting station on the capital. We really need those extra growth points. We've sent a lot of citizens off out into the void. Damn it, we missed the planet here by just like a few days. Oh. Right, we'll send this colony ship over to Alpheca Meridana Prime. That's a size 22. That should be okay. We're building up the Athol fleet now, adding in some extra Picket-class ships. That should boost our faction power. Our military might is quite a bit lower than the Terrans and the Manti. Another race who we honestly have no idea what they're saying, and they look really weird. Yes, goodbye. On Mebsuta Secundus, which is a planet we ended up having to go off and colonize instead of the one I wanted, thanks to the goddamn Terrans. I hope this Everwar comes sooner rather than later.
Are we the baddies?
But here we found something a little weird. Doors opening and closing on their own, strange lights in the night. A mysterious hole in the ground which screams. Our scientists have come to the conclusion this colony might be a little bit haunted. Building on the ruins of a previously failed colony may have been a bad idea, they tell me. Also underneath that colony was another failed colony, which was then built on top of a graveyard. Well, we're going to say it's all superstition, and we're going to hide all the evidence of supernatural activity. We're going to do nothing else, just hide it. Let's grab artificial gravity. That'll make us go just a little bit faster. We need more speed on our ships. And now we've constructed our first mining starbase of Durantium. This massive orbital structure is going to help us massively. We'll throw down a mining drone module to make it just that little bit bigger. We've actually got 3 Durantium deposits in range, which is quite a boost to our Durantium income. Damn it, the Mantis got there first. We'll try a different planet. Well, the humans got to Sinaba 3 first. Again, this is just getting out of hand now. We're going to set Arcturus Anithis here to govern Sharebell Prime. This is quite an interesting world in terms of the choices we have available here. Goodness me. Research +3, influence +3, wealth +3, manufacturing +2, population +3. I think this spot here is looking like a great place for our capital, followed by the planetary generator, and then we'll have to throw down some manufacturing districts. The Arceans are going to queue up a supply ship. What that is going to do is it will provide 75 manufacturing points, and we can send those over here to Sharebell to build this planetary generator as fast as possible. We must set down a code of law.
Why?
Because you need laws, all right? We need them. That gives us +1 policy slots. And in those policy slots, I'm going to throw in research grants, yes. And for now, experimental drives, we're going to double down on that just to get the faster move points. We have a universal translator. Let's find out if anyone has anything nice to say. Right, so the Drengin want to give us lots of stuff for interstellar propulsion and a Durantium. You know what? I think that's a total yes. Oh, we've got an extra policy slot. Let's throw professionalism in there. Our empire is starting to expand. We're coming up against some resistance from, for instance, the Drengin. That could be a problem culturally. Let's get a coordination beacon up and running and then a culture district. Those two together should provide us some helpful influence bonuses. We're going to try this region of space over here to go to next. I'm not sure that's going to help. The Terrans want open borders for some cash. Durantium, we've got lots of that. And they'll give us leadership recruiting. Oh my goodness me, yes please. That gives us another policy slot. Oh lord. Shipyard stimulus? Yeah, that basically keeps our net income the same. We'll grab a mining starbase here. Hopefully that means we can grab this Vakil world, which is a miner world. But we want them on our side, not on the Terran side. This miner civilization look kind of weird. But they've got quite a few bonuses here to food, income, research. If we can grab all of that, it would be excellent. I've used an artifact to get a look at this region of the galaxy over here. And honestly, there's not much there. Our colony ship was heading up, but there's a lot of Manti space, but that's not really super helpful. It looks like our colonization days might be over. Supply ship is now off. We've also got asteroid miners. Let's grab this massive asteroid cluster over there. That's going to be amazing. Yes, there's so much we can mine here. This is such a good system. The Terrans are thinking they should eliminate us early. That's not so good. That is such a big cluster of asteroids to grab. Holy moly. Those asteroids are providing more minerals than 2 of our other planets are. Wow. We have access to the galactic market now. It is expensive, but I'm going to buy a little bit of Promethean, and then I can put the Hall of Tradition down somewhere. I'm going to slap it in there, I think. Up in the northern part of our planet. I'm sure that's a great place. And I think we'll try and build Razar's Lift, because that's going to give us massive advantages to manufacturing if we can slap it down. We're falling quite a bit behind empires like the Festron, the Terrans, they think they should eliminate us. The Containment think we're ripe for conquest. The You'll just hate who we are. The Drengin, again, ripe for conquest. And the Manti have cultural differences with us. A choice between social ties to remove crime or family values. Going on family values will unlock cultural pride or preferred culture. I think we'll go down family values for preferred culture. Yes, that looks like the right way to go. Did you hear that family values are important to the Arceans? If not, you should enjoy family values. Now, get some. Yes, space weapons, that's the next step on our path. And we have slightly better ships now. We can build frigate-class ships. Let's throw out some of those, just so the galaxy knows we're not afraid of them. Mabutsa 2, I think it's time that that becomes a proper colony world. A bit of a weird, jangly world here. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, goodness. Lots of food. Don't really need that much food. I mean, we are going to need a bit soon, but not that much. Probably something like this would be a good start for the planet. And we'll push a supply ship to the front of the queue here. That thing should help, and looks cool as well. Ah, the Taurians. Well, they have nothing to fear. We've no intention of making them slaves. Today. Yeah, let's slaughter some creatures. I want the cash.
Hands.
And we'll take 100 influence on all of our worlds. Excellent. Put something in the vault. How's the vault doing? We've got tactical speed +1, kinetic attack +2, survey anomalies +1. We could also buy some, let's buy some pollen and a techopod hive and sell a little bit of antimatter to offset that. Oh, there's some worlds here. Let's see. Oh, we need precursor studies or exotic world colonization. Maybe we'll just hang out here for a bit. We'll hang out next to this world, and if we go down the precursor study route, then we'll be able to colonize it. It's got a precursor quarantine on it, which doesn't sound amazing. But it was once very wealthy, I'm told. So that's good. We should grab it. Hard to defend, though. We finally got Vakil in our space. That's actually really good. That is really good. Our space is coming along nicely. Hopefully we can flip over some of these human worlds before we have to go to war. The Everwar is coming. We cannot forget it, though. Here is the Festron's home system. That's quite a way away from us. It is the Festron, isn't it? Or it's... Oh, no, it's the containment. Oh, disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, the containment's over here. We're going to try and contain that, I suppose. We're about to run out of food. That's definitely possibly going to be a problem. Well, What do I put down in agriculture? What if I buy an agriculture district? That's very expensive, but it instantly solves my food issue. Oh, beautiful. beautiful. And if you're enjoying this video, please fight forever in the name of that like button. We're starting to catch up a bit on military might. The Terrans are still very far ahead of us, allegedly. But they are genius level AI, so we just have to do whatever we can. Oh, somebody beat us to Razar's lift, darn it. Oh well, what can we build instead? Let's see. Ooh. We'll put some housing in. Housing's good. Just ahead of that though, we would like to produce some modules for star bases, so we'll also throw that in. The attack of the space monsters. Absolutely nothing we can do against these winged behemoths. We're gonna try and fire, but honestly, this ship, our flagship, it's in for a tough time. Yeah, they're just gonna take us out. We should knock out one or two ships, I'm hopeful. Oh no, oh no, oh no, he didn't even kill a single ship. Oh my lord. They just obliterated us. By dropping taxes down to 25% from 33, everyone's going to be happier, but we'll have less money. I'm going to offset that by selling Durantium, a little bit of antimatter, and then probably some Illyrium when I get round to it. Oh no. And the space bugs have found the spotter. There it goes. It has no weapons. Jeez. They're annihilating ships out there. We're getting quite a few starbases up and running now. Economic starbases near the capital, and these communication starbases near the edge of our space. That's going to protect our borders from external cultural influences. We also need to start putting military starbases up, but we'll get to that soon. Oh, we just gained a Class 8 planet for doing nothing. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that is our last slot. We've actually opened every single slot. Wow. What do we do? What do we do with all of these slots? Let's go with planetary stimulus. We will spend money. We got to spend money to make money. And we'll reinforce this with preferred culture united under our Arcean culture. Our great republic will soar to new heights of progress and enlightenment, plus 10% approval for all of our civilization species. War has come for us. Allegedly, we're called prey meat. Soon we will be filled with sacks of eggs. Mentally prepare ourselves. Well, thank you, but they've made a fatal mistake. Oh god, they're very powerful.
I'm in danger!
We need another orbital prison. This world's got way too much crime, and crime really does hurt our income. Well, we lost our colony ship. It was waiting out there, but it got attacked by, I'm guessing, the Festron Hunt. Yeah, one little ship and they killed it. Oh, jeez. Gonna turn off experimental drives. We don't want that anymore. We're gonna turn on starship specifications. There's a probe in our capital. Quick, shoot it. Oh, goodness. The Athol fleet proving their worth. Jerbel doesn't really have the same kind of defenses. We have one ship up here. We will build more very soon. Imminently, in fact. Oh, Mid-Dragon 2 has decided no. In fact, they do belong with us. That's great news. Yes, the population is human, but they'll adapt. The Shaber fleet is on the way. 2 ships now. We'll get there soon. And let's celebrate everywhere, whilst appreciating the dogma of our people. You know, the Arcean Empire, Republic, are so proud the concept of yielding to a foreign culture is hard to imagine.
I love democracy. I love the Republic.
We've built a defensive military starbase just in orbit here of Arcea, and hopefully that will mean we can hold the line against the Festron. Oh, who are invading this planet here? Oh no. The Festron have snuck into our world with siege ships and are now invading Hammer. I don't even know how they got past our outer sensors. That's absolutely terrifying. Well, the Athol fleet, it's time for them to prove their worth. We're going to engage. They have lots of fighters and bombers. We have a few small ships ourselves. This is going to be a close fight. If we lose this, we're basically out already against the Genius AI. This is terrifying. We've got one other fleet if this one falls. So yeah. I think we're doing it though, but at an extreme casualty rate. Goodness me, I thought that ship was going to ramming speed. That is victory, but the cost was very, very high. Only 3 frigates remained. All available resources must be put into shipbuilding immediately everywhere. The survival of our entire species basically depends on it now. Metsuba, that system is basically lost. If they even come into there, we can't hold it. Not right now. We're going to use our telescope to see if we can find where the Festron are. I'm guessing here. Oh, what a guess. There is their core world. Well, the capital, that's a very powerful that capital is producing more than our not than our entire civilization, sorry, but it's just very good. For a moment I thought we were weaker than we are. We're actually doing okay now. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's get the absolution underway. We've given it a commander, and here it is. Never again shall the enemy be allowed to penetrate so deep into our space, directly into the heart of our great republic, into Athol. There is another Festron fleet. It's time for the Shea Bell defensive systems to prove their worth. We're going to engage right next to this sun. Start with some laser bombardment, excellent, and then we meet them in the air. Here we go, missiles away. And then we should close the distance. I'm hoping for a clean engagement here. Look at those lasers. Oh my goodness, here we go. That is going to be a clear victory, I believe. Oh, we did lose one ship, but overall, that was a very good engagement. Everyone should be proud. We're going to put new perimeter scanners on these star bases at the edge of our space. That should hopefully help. We are back up to full strength now, and we're pretty much on par with the Festron. We could, in fact, take this fight to them if we really wanted to. Down in the Festron, found one of our probes out in the galaxy and destroyed it. That was kind of mapping the edge of known space, but that's fine. That's fine. And another Festron fleet here for Shea Bell. There they go. Oh my goodness, this is heating up. The attacks are coming in thick and fast now. We're not even in the Everwar yet. I'm concerned. We've just hit first rank for military might. These fleets are going to be very, very helpful in surviving. Yes, you've guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, the Everwar. We might have given some people an experimental drug out on one of our core worlds that may have turned them into psychopaths, but they're now very, very smart, which we must use in order to survive the coming crisis. Yeah, well, these folks are just amazing at thinking. I think we've just doubled our research capacity. That's insane. Get rid of the free media, and we'll replace that with prototype defenses. Much more important than a free media, don't you know? Build a couple of siege ships so we're ready if we need to retake some important planets. The resources of our galaxy grow sparse. Fear of a simmering galactic conflict, the Everwar, has now taken hold. If we wait too long, war will erupt, and we would be at the mercy of those who strike first.
For the second time in the lives of most of us, we are at war.
The Everwar makes us think about our past and our future. The legacy of our civilization must be honored. Its achievements and wisdom must endure for eons. And I, as the Lord President, will make sure that happens.
I will not die!
This legacy means all of our monuments, wonders, and cultural outputs are enhanced. History will be preserved meticulously, and we have successfully integrated the knowledge of the precursors with our own glorious tradition. We get 50 prestige points and the glorious legacy technology. I mean, we don't get it, we get the option of researching it. This would grant us 2 culture points per turn and 10% influence growth, which, for 86 turns of research, is not that great. And the humans have struck first. We're getting attacked by... who is this now? We're getting attacked by everybody. I don't know who. This is the Manti. The Manti are coming at our star bases now. We're going to prepare planetary mobilization. That's the technology on the floor. Increase the defenses of all outer star bases. That's going to be a good idea. The humans were attempting to jump in here to Sheila. We're gonna knock them out. Our missile should hit first. That should be quite devastating, I'm hoping. Oh, yep, that's some good hits. We've knocked out one ship. There goes their fighter class and a frigate. There we go. Absolutely textbook engagement. Now we're going to move on to this planet, see if we can take it. With the coming of the Everwar, a blight has affected our capital of Arcean. Administrators warn there won't be enough food for all of our citizens. The wealthy have already begun stockpiling, and the desperate are raiding those stockpiles. It's all a bit of a chaotic thing. In this time of crisis, we must ensure the survival of our leaders. We're going to distribute the food to the wealthy people that are actually helping our society win the war, because there's time for socialism after we survive. The Manti here keeps shooting our thulium mining starbase, and we've got no way of responding. We've begun an invasion of the Shebel 3 planet that is currently human, but they struck first. They attempted to attack Shebel Prime, and we are responding in kind. The Everwar deepens. Damn it, a fight is going to come in and ruin our fun here. Our entire siege fleet just got wiped out by a single fighter. That's terrifyingly powerful, actually. Wow. The Festron are invading Mindragon 3. We should really send out... we should send out a fleet to deal with them. I don't think we can intercept immediately. They do have 4 months still remaining on Mindragon before they will surrender to this siege, so we do have some time. This time we're going to place our siege ships in a much larger defensive fleet. That formation should hold. With that, we've invaded successfully our very first world. Shaybel Secundus, that's now ours, and will provide resources to our main military world over here, Shaybel Prime, which also is producing insane levels of research, don't forget. If you're enjoying this video and you'd like to get your hands on Galactic Civilizations IV Supernova and support this channel, you can do so by clicking on the link down in the description below. Let's get the star-based defense grid technology. That will help us with defending everything. We can now build dedicated troop transports rather than the clumsy orbital bombardment siege ships that we've been using previously. We're now engaging a Terran starbase in the Shayburla system. This could go really badly. We've got our entire fleet. Look at the size of those missiles. Jeez. It looks like we're coming in closer, but they are really having a good crack at us. We're now in point blank range. That should help, but their hit points are very high. 300 hit points. I can't see how we're not going to come out of this with massive, absolutely massive casualties. We've lost 2 ships. We're still engaging. We are almost there. It is. The hit points are so low now. 3 ships. Ooh, goodness. That's half the fleet down, basically. Yeah, we lost half our fleet there, but it was an important strategic victory. That Festron fleet is down, the one in Mindragon. There we go. We've also got a human Star Eagle in the system. We should engage that as well. Apart from a few probes sneaking through. Oh, and this massive invasion fleet from Drengia. Oh, crikey. Right. We'll bring the fleet back home. Hopefully we can intercept these folks. Oh, no. 15 ships is an outrageously large fleet. We can't even do that. Mindragon 3 again is under siege now by the Drengen, and the Manti cannot leave the Alpheka Meridiana starbase alone. This thulium supply is crucial for our war effort, and maybe they just know that. We cannot afford the Omega starbase defense, but I'd really like that one. Plus 200 shield strength. We're taking on that massive Drengen fleet right now, and yeah, things are going some way. It's hard to really tell. We've lost a couple of ships there. Oh, no goodness. We knocked their entire fleet out. Now there's just the siege ship left. I am very pleased. Well done. They're medals. Medals all around. We've saved Mindragon 3 again. The Alpheka starbase really needs some relief forces. I just don't know how we're going to manage that. We have a fleet. We have a troop transport, the AES conveyor. I was thinking about coming up north here to relieve the Alpheka Meridiana situation, but apparently this fleet's much stronger than us. We're at 11 sword and they're at 13. Yeah, that's not going to fly, is it? Instead, we can try and take out Sinaba 3. That might be a better idea, yeah. A containment fleet has arrived somewhere. This could be a big problem. Oh, no. This is a problem. This is quite a problem. They can't take it over yet, but they do have quite a large and powerful fleet. We have our very first cruiser in action. We're going to take that cruiser and we're going to shove it up the containment's one of their many orifices. Let's put it that way. We're going to put it up one of their many, many, many disgusting orifices. I'm thinking maybe this one or possibly that one. Oh, no, it's looking at us. Quick, get out of there. Oh, no. They're now attacking our siege fleet. The attack of the cosmic containment begins now. We should be able to defeat this fighter swarm, but it's not looking good so far. We are losing ships very quickly. That's 3 ships out, and we've only taken out 3 of their little fighters. Oh, no. We only have 1 ship remaining, really. 1 frigate, and then the 2 siege ships. There goes the frigate. That's the battle lost. I wish these siege ships could pull out now, but there's literally nothing we can do. There goes our siege fleet in its entirety. For the second time in only so many months, we have failed in our invasion of Shayburla 3. We have a Minister of Defense position available and Minister of Finance. We should put somebody in that. I'm going to use an edict to invite more leaders because we really don't have enough leaders right now. Let's see what we've got. I'm looking for a minister with high intelligence to reduce our maintenance costs. I think Sarah Chandler over here is the best bet. 10% gross income and 20% less maintenance. That might just have fixed our... Oh, no, I didn't fix our economy. Well, I was hopeful, but I was wrong. Wow, the Taurians are really pulling ahead here with military power. We, on the other hand, are not. It looks like they are dominating the entirety of the south of the galaxy. That's pretty terrifying. We're getting an invasion of Mindragon 2 and Mindragon 3 simultaneously. I think we can take out both here. We'll have to use our laser volley and hope it's enough to knock out this frigate. Damn it, only 5. How long? 3 months remaining on Mindrigan 3. I'm going to deploy an advanced planetary defense module to Mindrigan 3 because we've just had so much combat there. Now its planetary defense is up to 119. That should keep it around a little longer. We have another cruiser ready for the fight. We'll join that up with the Athol fleet. We're kind of running low on fleets here, though. There's only 2 major fleets remaining, plus our aggressive attack fleet here, which we use to invade Sinaba with absolute ease. Sinaba 3 is now ours. Let's try going on the offensive now. We're going to go out of our own space into the Alderamin system and try and grab a couple of planets here from the Terrans. That is a Taurian fleet in our space right next to Mabutsa. We're getting everyone coming in now. Crikey. Let's try and take out that troop transport as a priority. We've got a frigate and a fighter in defense of the world. We'll start with a missile barrage in Alderamin. That took out the fighter, but not the frigate. Now we'll have to engage the frigate. We did lose our own there, but now we can land our troop transports down. Oh, goodness me, but they've got a massive fleet. They've got quite a large fleet here with a siege ship of their own, frigates and fighters and bombers. That's not good. I didn't see that. We're down to just 1 ship and the troop transport here. The invasion is halfway through, and then we'll have taken Alderaan, but I'm really not sure we can hold it. 3rd time, hopefully, is the charm, and then we'll have taken all of the Shea Burla system. We've taken Alderaan. That's good. I'm going to put defense sentinels around the planet. It's not really going to help, though. Let's remove all the crime. Remind every member of our community that strong social bonds prioritize harmony, respect, and the collective well-being of all. Which means no crime. Stop it. Mindrigan 3 is now under attack. Where are our defensive fleets? Can 2 cruisers take those guys on? Oh my goodness. 2 months remaining. I'm not even sure we can get there in time. One of our other fleets was close enough. We will now engage Sol Fleet 8 in their attack on the Mindrigan system. That's their siege ship. We need to take that out. Target the siege ship, please. Somebody, shoot the darn thing. There it goes. Excellent. That's another safe world. I think I'm just going to pull back from Alderaan 3. That's a no-go zone. Not going to win that one. Nope. We've got the Mepsuta fleet. We've included that invader, and now we're going to just try and move forwards. Oh, Lord. That is a fleet of cruisers, I think. At least 1. Yes, 2 cruisers. That's going to be really difficult to take on. We have 1 cruiser of our own, but that's not amazing. I don't know who could win this fight. That one's going to be a real close one. The Mantia coming in now with fleets of 19 ships and 11 ships apiece here in the north. It just depends if they drop down. Let's put a pulse cannon and maybe a barrier array and a starbase defense system and an advanced one here. The Nira starbase should be protected. 21. The containment are just hurling stuff at us now. 21 fighters. That's mental. The genius AI decided they had hit my starbase enough. Finally, they could come in and wipe it out. I'm hopeful my starbase has other ideas. We are very low on health though, 32. Oh, and they have 1, 2 cruisers, loads of frigates, lots of missiles. Jeez. Oof. But that pulse cannon I just put on is coming in clutch, and those missiles are enormous. Here we go. I think we can actually win this. What are we down to? We're down to 6, 3, 1. 1. Oh, no. We won, allegedly. No.
What did it cost?
Everything.
There goes our Thulium income. The Taurians have a very fearsome military. I almost just kind of want to pull back here. Let them take the worlds. Yeah, let's just get out of there. Our fleet, our little Meputsa fleet could not survive against the onslaught of this stuff. The humans are starting to bring up more and more cruisers now. This war is escalating. I wonder how long it will last. Checks notes. Oh, forever. That's the Everwar. Brilliant. Just 1 ship and the siege ship left. Oh, gone. Blasted to atoms. Now we're getting an aggressive assault from the Taurian regime in deep space. That fleet I tried to pull back, well, it didn't go that well. We are now being engaged by a swarm of fighters, backed up with some frigates, and I believe they might even have a cruiser or 2. Our cruiser is being completely overwhelmed here. Yep, our ships in general are. This is a resounding Taurian victory. Have to pay respects, ladies and gentlemen. Have to pay respects. We can now fit 5 cruisers in a fleet thanks to our massively increased logistics. And that means the end has come for our neighbors that might want to try and kill us. At least with this fleet, hopefully. It was this fleet that destroyed our Thulium starbase, and so our most technologically advanced fleet will exact a heavy toll. Vengeance is sweet. Now that they're wiped out, let's just take out any military assets that we can find. We've managed to take out a starbase, a shipyard, a fleet, and another fleet, and another fleet, but our own fleet has been reduced. 60% of available ships in this region have been destroyed. I think it's time to pull back, otherwise we won't have a chance of defending our capital. Whilst attempting to flee, we have been caught and I believe, luckily, not destroyed by a fleet, but we only have one ship remaining from that mighty fleet that ventured into Manta space. Well, again, this planet has fended us off. I think it was this planet. Shayburla 3 no longer has an invasion fleet because it's been wiped out by the combined forces of the evil and disgusting Cosmic Containment and the Terran Alliance. With only a single cruiser left in this system, I think it might be worth pulling back to the capital, especially given this massive Manti fleet that I didn't notice until now. Oh god. The Cosmic Containment have now engaged our shipyard. That is a painful loss that wipes out probably about half of our major shipbuilding capabilities, which at this point in the war is definitely a bitter pill to swallow. Looking ahead to our research now, I think it's fair to say we need better weapons and defenses if our species is to survive, especially given that Mindragon 3 is currently being invaded, though it will take 7 full months before they can have the planet in its entirety. Shayburla Prime is now being invaded by the Manti. That planet has only 9 months before its overwhelming power will fall to the enemy. With other foreign fleets converging on our capital, I'm not sure we can risk the resources to defend it. Mabutsa is currently not on the front line, but it may be soon. With that in mind, we're going to be training up some of our population as soldiers. The defenses must hold. Taurians and the Manti are now in Athol, our capital system. There are some defenders on Arcea. We do have orbital defenses, as well as strong soldiers down on the planet, but that may not be enough. The Athol fleet will have to be deployed even if this is our only offensive weapon to stop the encroaching darkness. We are expecting large losses. We'll deal with the Taurians first, and everyone else after that. Let's hope this battle goes our way. And we didn't lose any of our ships. We still have all 4 ships. Let's go on and hit the Manti, expel them from our worlds with extreme prejudice. That is an effective victory right there. The Mantis will definitely think twice before coming back and bothering us. I only hope. Ooh, battle above Mabutsa seems to have come sooner than I expected. That was a planet gone. We're deploying our core fleet out now into Shayburla. The capital is undefended, but there are just so many fleets here that we really don't feel there is any other choice. This is a lot of ships we're coming up against. There's siege ships in here as well. We've got very damaged cruisers. You know, let's actually peel that damaged cruiser off. There's no point in simply letting it be destroyed, and we'll send that back to our capital for repairs. Meanwhile, everyone else can suffer and die, but hopefully we'll get away with killing the enemy. Oh, that cost us half our fleet. We could knock out another fleet. Oh no, we definitely can't knock out this fleet. Yes. Let's take out that other Manti fleet. It's an expensive trade, but it's a trade we need to make. The safety and security of the Arcean Republic is our foremost priority. No sooner did we leave the system than the Taurians began the invasion of Shayburla Prime. 5 months to go before that world succumbs to a Taurian onslaught. We can only hope that they'll be alright. And then, unironically, without firing a shot, it was our culture that finally won the war for Shayburla 3. Nothing else was required to flip this planet over to our control. It's pretty devastating that all those lives were lost on every side. The great commander Procyon War has been promoted with absolute loyalty to the party, and of course myself at their heart. They have been given exclusive command of the battleship Vega's Spire. This battleship, this warship, will enable us to hopefully win the war. His first mission, to relieve the beleaguered defenders of Shayburla Prime by annihilating the invasion fleet in orbit. Godspeed, Admiral. Unfortunately, he arrived a little too late to prevent Shayburla Prime falling to the enemy. That's going to have really hurt our research. But we will recover from this and free these good citizens one day. But for now, given that we'd have extreme casualties, we're just going to about face on that mission and head home. Yep. It's time to exact some vengeance on the Taurians for what they've done to us. Luckily, that battleship has some fighter interceptors that can fly out and do their job at killing these enemies. Let's hope we don't suffer any casualties. And lots of fighting, lots of shooting. Hopefully no dying on our part. We've got ships firing left, right, and center. And there we go. Look at that barrage. That is absolutely beautiful. Perfect timing by our admiral. Well, that looks to be quite a clean victory. Technically, we lost 2 ships, but those interceptors, they don't count. Meanwhile, we will reinforce the hull of Vega's Spire to make it extra good. And we'll do that not only once, we'll do it twice. 107 hit points. That is beautiful. War has now come to Mabutsa. That is our only other core world outside the capital, Arcea. If this one falls, we are really up Poop Creek without a paddle. We will have to leave the capital unprotected, bring up that mighty battleship, and deal with these invading Taurians. Oh, meanwhile, Sinaba 3 is under invasion by the Taurians. Isn't that just wizard? We didn't even have a chance to save it. Literally 1 month later, the defenses on that planet have fallen. Fighting on Mabutsa, we took them out, and we didn't take any casualties. Excellent news. We will have to quickly about face and run over to Mindragon, because of course there's more issues cropping up everywhere. We've taken some not heavy, but minor damage to Vega's Spire. Let's hope this is not the beginning of the end of our important battleship. We've got an army transport up and running. Let's see if we can retake that planet we recently lost. I'm sure we'll minimize civilian casualties. Having no special resources left to use to build our ships, we are resorting to special resource-free ships. This means they are somewhat weaker than we would like, but needs must. There we go. We've got our hands back on Shaburla Prime, and I'm pretty sure nobody died. It seems fine. I'm sure it's fine. There's a population cap limit issue, but I'm sure I'll smooth these things under the rug. The important point is we have achieved victory. Heavy fighting in the Shaburla system, where our capital ship, our battleship, has done a sterling job, but this has resulted in heavy damage to Vega's Spire. For that reason, we're pulling it out of the fight and sending it back to Arcea's dockyards to have a bit of a makeover. We're just throwing ships at other ships at this point. Planets are falling, the universe is burning, and the war continues on unashamed and unabated. Well, the unthinkable seems to be suddenly much more thinkable. The Manties are basically in orbit of our capital, Arcea. Problems may get bigger now. From now on, yeah. Okay, we'll keep a careful watch in the space above our... In the space above Arcea, our mighty fleet makes possibly its last stand. There are some reinforcements on the way, but this battle could decide the fate of our entire civilization. And we've taken out 2 of their largest cruiser ships. We have 1 vessel remaining, but they only have a small number of fighter craft. It is possible we could still come away from this with some of our lives. Yes, I think we've done it. There we are. We will not be seeing an invasion of Arcea today. That is amazing news. Oh my goodness me. Medals all around to everybody. You get a medal. You get a medal. You get a medal. The economic star base that we worked on for a long time above Arcea has just been destroyed by a roving mantis attack. I'm very annoyed. That was a lot of economic resources. No, lives. Sorry, the important thing was lives. Yes, we'll meet them in the air though, and we will obliterate them. Damn it. We lost the Shaburla shipyard again. That's not helpful. And we're in the process of losing Mitsuba 2 to the Taurians. This is just getting out of hand. I'm not sure how much longer our civilization can survive any of this. More ships are now coming into our capital system as well. We are losing our transports. It's getting very dicey. There falls Metsuba, though it now seems like the Festron want to have peace. Not just the Festron, but also the Cosmic Containment. And the Drangin, yes, and the Yor, with peace secured between ourselves and all but the most evil and awful of nations, those being the Taurians and the Mantis. The Everwar has reached a surprising conclusion, and although there have been no winners, our people at least were not amongst its losers. In the aftermath, they look to me, a strong leader, to answer if we have learned anything from this madness. And I would say that we have learned that no, peace. Let's go with the peace thing. That was a nightmare. Let's not do that again. Note to self: no more Everwar, please. And with that, I think it's fair to say we have truly survived the Everwar challenge. Mission accomplished. If you've enjoyed this Galactic Civilizations IV playthrough and you'd like to see me take on another challenge in Galactic Civilizations IV, click the video on screen now.